You've probably heard of Xiaomi, yeah? They are a Chinese brand that are known for their phones that really have competitive prices. Redmi is one of their popular sub-brands because of their budget pricing, and we have a new Redmi phone, the Note 8. I have to start with the price because it is a determining factor to a lot of the specs. Actually, let me save the best for last. From Techweez, I'm Martin Givenchy with the Redmi Note 8 review. Let's take it and go. Before we continue, here's a reminder to subscribe, click on the notification bell, and make sure to like, share, or comment on this video. The first thing you notice when you unbox the phone is how striking it is in its Neptune Blue color variant that has other options of either Moonlight White or Space Black available in the Kenyan market. There is also a 10-watt charger, a Type-C cable, a free case, paperwork, and a SIM tray ejector tool. The Note 8 has a 6.3-inch LCD display with a resolution of 1080 by 2340 with a teardrop notch housing a 13-megapixel camera. The back is also made of glass, and yes, it does feel quite premium, but it is a fingerprint magnet, so you'll be wiping it constantly unless you have the clear case on. Xiaomi also touts the nano coating on the glass panel, which makes it splash resistant. There is a Type-C connector at the bottom, which will delight some people, like me, a headphone jack, and an infrared port to have your phone function as a remote to various devices. The SIM card tray supports dual nano SIM slots and a micro SD card of up to 256 GB. What? Now, this next part is where it gets interesting. This phone runs on the Snapdragon 665 processor. You still haven't heard the price yet, huh? Now, this unit has 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage, which is plenty for some people. Although you can still find models with 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage, and 4 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. So, the design feels premium, the screen is sharp, performance is great thanks to the powerful internals. It has an infrared blaster. So, what about the cameras? At the back, we have 4 cameras. The main 48 megapixels camera with an f1.8 lens. This is the one that you'll be using the most. It shoots in 12 megapixels by default, where it combines 4 pixels into 1 pixel for better photos. There is also an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera for those instances you want to take photos or videos of tight spaces or expansive landscapes, or adding an extra aunt or uncle to your group family photo during the holidays. There is also a dedicated 2 megapixel macro camera, which is great for close-up photos of a flower or an ant. Not the relative ant, but the insect ant, just so we are on the same page, eh? Huh? Okay. The other 2 megapixels is the depth sensor, which is used for getting depth information that is necessary for making portrait photos. Where it wins me over though is the video shooting capabilities. The Redmi Note 8 can shoot up to 4K video at 30 frames per second with the main camera, which is awesome. But what is awesomer is that you can shoot slow-mo video up to 240 frames per second at 720p or 120 frames per second at 1080p. Now, this phone has you covered in terms of shooting normal sharp 4K video to shooting slow motion footage of someone being slapped. The camera software allows you to select these modes quickly by swiping around the modes. Changing frame rates and resolution are done quickly with simple taps, and you don't need to dig around settings to change specific modes. The Note 8 runs MIUI 11 on top of Android 9, and it's zippy thanks to the Snapdragon 665 processor and 4 GB of RAM. The Redmi Note 8 has a lot of great specs, but its most ridiculous and awesomest feature is the price. Now, this phone starts at, wait for it, 18,999 for the 3GB 32GB version, 19,999 for this 4GB 64GB version, and 21,599 for 4GB and 128GB version. I mean, it's kind of crazy that we can get phones of this caliber at that price. Go grab yourself one at a Mi Shop or on Jumia and give it a try. Until the next one, we done tech it. Now we go.